Gauges are important. Well, it's the end of our car show season, and you would think that we'd just park the old truck and kind of be done with the season until next spring. But there's always things to do. And I've had this little gauge cluster for a while. It is a cast aluminum section. You can see it's pretty thick. I've got one good gauge, and I've got to get me an oil and a water pressure gauge to put in there. These gauges are incredibly important. About a month ago, I had an issue with a water pump, and it was these gauges in the truck, that gave me indication that there was a problem. And so they can save you from absolute catastrophe. In our devotional today, it is the importance of the days of Noah, and it references Matthew 24, verses 37 through 39 is in the printed portion. And you see that what the Lord is saying is that the days of my returning are going to be much like the days of Noah. And so people are going to be going on in life, and they're not going to be paying attention to the gauges. And this can create absolute catastrophe. If I would have completely run this out of water, I could have seized this motor. It could have overheated, and it could have been disastrous for me, but not near as disastrous as an individual that continues to run their life as they always have, not paying attention to the fact that the gauges all around them are telling them that the time is short. Lord, we see chaos, we see mayhem, we see individuals treating others just absolutely despicable and horrible. We see our cities on fire. There is just devastation everywhere. That ought to be an indication, that ought to be a red light to us that it is time to take care of things that are important. We need to take our lives and pull it over to the side of the road, open up the hood or the heart, and really take a look inside to see, are things where they need to be? Also, there was a time when somebody was pulled over the side of the road that people would stop and help that person. We need to get into practice of doing that in the spiritual realm. If somebody is stranded on the road of life, we need to help them. We need to share with them the hope of Jesus Christ. And as children of God, we need to live that hope. We don't need to live in fear. We don't need to be recluse. We need to live in boldness and in faith during this time period, knowing that the days are evil. We need to redeem the time and share Christ with people, not in a pushy way, but in a loving, caring, compassionate way. Read the life of Christ, follow his example, and let us keep our eyes on things that are eternal. May God richly bless you as you see his return is imminent.